Yeah, man. You know what time it is, man. It's two of your favorite Geminis, man, back on YouTube. Trav, what's happening?
Just cool and full. Everything
Hey,
good with you?
man. Yeah, man. You know it's a Duce Friday.
What's he on that drink?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm over here,
sir.
I'm over here on some water, man. I'm gonna step out
Oh,
though when we
man.
get done. Hit
Yeah,
a little
I gotta,
hot up.
what's so crazy, man. I gotta chill out on the alcohol a little bit. The alcohol consumption, I need to chill out on. I'm not drinking too heavy, but you know how that shit go.
I mean,
Fridays,
do you overdo it when you do drink? Because that was the problem I had. I was going hard when I do drink, like nonstop. Like once I get that first shot in me, I'm drinking until I'm intoxicated, and then
First,
I gotta drive home and shit.
First off, I want to take a shot for all my YouTubers, all my Twitch people who's up with us today. Want to take a little shot one time.
A little water for me. I hit a little water,
Yes, sir.
Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to our followers, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching right now. What we got today, Don Peoples?
Oh man, first off, it is Valentine's weekend.
It is.
So it's a lot of, you know what though, man? It's a lot of like regular people, entertainers. Everybody just now like, yo, they want to post their Valentine because Valentine's Day fall on a Monday. Let's just keep it a beat. Like it falls on a Monday. Ain't too many people gonna be celebrating too hard on a Monday. So everybody out doing they 1-2 their weekend for Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's one thing we got going. But obviously, before we get into the little Valentine's Day, I wanted to pull up a few people so we can talk some shit and swallow spit about them. But I got T.I., man, talking a little bit, about what he got going, what he feels about Black people and African Americans and why we can't get our reparations.
We can't get reparations because we haven't been officially classified as a nationality. African American is not a nationality. Black is not a nationality. So you can't give reparations to people who don't have an official nationality, a flag, a constitution, and you have a seat in the UN. You know what I'm saying? We can't get reparations because we haven't been officially classified.
I mean, it might be some truth to that, Dani. Like for real, because Black is not an actual nationality. Obviously, our nationality, being that we are born over here in America, is American. Now, how are they gonna work that shit out as far as reparations and shit go? I do not know.
I think what they did a good job of, man, over the years is separating us, like you said, from our natural roots. Thinking we all came from a boat and that we need to go settle that shit from, with Africa about some reparations. No, Africa, they sold y'all into slavery. Y'all go over there and get y'all money back from them. When really, like you said, our grandparents and stuff like that, our ancestors, they come right here, from America. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people, and like we talked about a little bit off air, Black has been around for a long time, right? But if you think about it, man, do Jewish people call themselves tan? Do Russians call themselves, tan? Do Chinese people call themselves yellow?
That's a good question because I don't know. I haven't
but the
heard
question
that,
is, but that's the thing. You've been around long enough to hear it. So the question is, no, they
what
don't.
would a Russian? I guess a Russian would
You're
just be a
gonna call them a
Russian.
Russian. You're gonna call them a Russian, or Czechoslovakian, or Ukrainian. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about it though, right? Because they're split up over there because they were war torn, right? What about Chinese? You say Chinese, right?
I mean, I guess I don't want to say the derogatory
when you say Indian,
Asians.
No,
I say Asians because it's so many of them. You can't say Chinese, you can't say Japanese,
right?
You can't say Korean because
so
they'll be like, "No, I'm not Chinese, bro. I'm Korean, or I'm not Korean, I'm Chinese, or I'm not Chinese or Korean, I'm Japanese."
So you
or
can
I'm
say
Vietnamese. So I just say Asian.
Right. So but everybody's identified with some type of nationality besides us.
No, not true.
Okay,
and I'm gonna tell you why.
Who else?
We identify as Americans. That is what we are. What are you, Dani? Are you an American?
what I am is I'm a melanated, as far as I know, right? Because my history, and I've been trying to learn like my history and my roots and stuff like that, right? So I'm
Right.
still in the process of learning. But right now, I just have to say I'm a melanated male. You know,
What country were you born in?
I was born here in America, so I'm
you're
an
an
American.
American. You're an
Yeah,
American.
absolutely.
Bottom line, dog. That's your
Bottom line,
nationality.
right?
You know, people that were
So
born in African are Africans. Now, are we African Americans because of our ancestors coming from Africa? Yeah, that's a fact. But I guess like
but whose
T.I. say,
ancestors? But
man,
that's
you
the thing,
know.
though. Everybody's ancestors didn't come from Africa, though.
I mean, I have
I
ancestors
think
that
that's
came from
I
Africa,
think,
bro.
but I think a
Like
lot
for
of
real.
people don't, though.
You know, my people actually know what part of Africa our ancestors came from. So I also have ancestors that are Native American. So, you know, you just got to do your research, man, to find out what's going on. And like you said, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know where they come from. They just go by what they see and what they, I guess, what they do research on. You know, I mean, you look at yourself in the mirror every day. You know if you black or white, Asian or whatever. You know, so. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, still being
If you were
still,
born in America, you American. That's point blank. You feel me?
yeah. I think you're American, but at the same time, I do feel like we're the original people, right? So at the end of the day, for
But that's
me
of
to
the earth.
have right,
That's of the earth, not of
but
America. Or you think we the original people of America, of this land over here?
yes, over here, and
Okay.
I think Atlanta, right? Like when you look at certain things and you hear about the stories of Atlantis and all these different stories and stuff like that, it's a lot of truth that's been hidden from us, right? And
Gotcha.
I know my last name is not just like your last name is not your original last name. It was
Definitely
something that
from
was
the definitely from the plantation. Definitely
you
the
know what I'm
last
saying? Yeah,
name of the
definitely.
slave
Yeah, we got
master.
plantation names.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I feel, and this is just, you know, like I said, for me doing my limited research, I do feel that they split us up as far as like the Indians that you see, right? Like because my grandparents had Indian in them, Spanish in them, or whatever the case may be. Um, they split us up at birth. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really at birth, with just like with these black Native American terms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's Native American. Because look, the Native Americans, they got a certain reparations and stuff like that. They get certain tax breaks and certain land rights and all that type of stuff, but it's only a limited amount of them.
Yeah, that's a
Look how
fact.
many of us, if we were all combined together, getting that same reparation, or look how much more powerful we would be in numbers if we all did come together,
Right.
or if we all found out we all were related. Because you can put an Indian right in the room in between us, and we would look more like them than a damn African with a spear. And I get what you're saying because of the temperature and stuff like that. Obviously, you're going to be darker, but as a person that's traveled abroad, right? And you know, going back to Dominican Republic and seeing, you know, being in the extreme heats, I've went all times of the year. So I've seen the Haitians and I've seen Dominicans, and you have your light skin, obviously Dominicans, you have your dark skinned Dominicans, and you have your Haitians. And black is black. You see the Haitians are more of African descent and they just get blacker, right? When the Dominicans get black, you could still identify them if I put an Indian right next to them. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why we all have that type of Indian look, Dominican, you know, that type of look to us, because we have those roots backing us up. A lot of us do. And I think it was smart for the controllers to do that, if you think about it overall, for them to split us like that, because it's always smarter to divide and conquer. Like, you can't have everybody thinking we're from here, we're stolen people on a stolen land. Niggas is gonna go ape shit. Like if they came out and said, yeah, we conquered y'all back in 17, whatever that was, that year that we told y'all got independence. That's when Columbus came over here, we conquered y'all over here. That's really what that was about. Like if they came out and told us that, how do you think people will react? Us, like how you think all of us as a whole, not just individual, but you know, as a whole, how do you think all of us will react to that?
If they repeat that for me, Dani, I was looking up something right quick. Like you said, if Columbus did what?
If it was told that Columbus actually came over here and they conquered us in 1492, like they conquered us, you know, he told the story about him coming over here, discovering, you know, America. But how can you discover something when, you know, people were already here, right?
I mean, they kind of did tell us that he conquered or took over the land because of how the story is told. They just left out the violent part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was it.
Yeah.
We had a little sit down, we had a little dinner or whatever, a little sit down, a little gathering with the Native Americans, and then next thing you know, we run everything. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? You go from Thanksgiving to this our shit.
Right.
You know, so they just left out the violence. But eventually, you know, we learned about that later on in life, especially if you start doing your own research and started wondering, like, so how did Christopher Columbus actually discover this land? You know, because, you know, it was probably people everywhere, you know? So
Yeah,
they left that out. You know, they leave that out, but they don't leave out the violence that was done against black people. You know, they don't leave that shit out, but they try to take that out of the history books, though.
Yeah, they try to remove that out of the history books.
They're trying to.
And you know, so I think T.I., and you know, you got to think about it. Somebody like that, right? Who's like on the inside. You know, we got to remember that these entertainers are like gateways to the other side, right? Because we all know that they have controllers, right? They have to abide by these corporations' rules and regulations. So we all know that they got handlers.
Right.
So when he talks, he's talking from a place of like being on the other side. He's telling you why. Like he's being brutally honest, though, right? And I think when our entertainers are brutally honest, we really need to take that and listen.
Let me ask you something, Dani. Why are people still talking about reparations? Why?
Man, because I think overall, and I feel like this is just a general point of view, not our individual, right? But our general point of view. I feel like the black man feels that they still owe something, man. Because if you look around, everybody is still, you know, now that the money is all spent up and, you know, people have spent their stimuluses and all that type of stuff, everybody then came back down and leveled off, and people are now still searching for that next opportunity and that next you know, that next flash in the pan. And then you got to think about it, coming off all this racial tension that we've had, and you know, with the BLM situation, with them now in the news about $60 million they done railroaded. And I just think black people tired of being lied to. I think they're tired of being galvanized, right? Riled up, lied to, and then left with nothing but tenement buildings, bad credit, no jobs, you know, jobs that are fair paying. You know, you can always go get, like you said, anybody, like you said, can go work 2-3 jobs, slave themselves, but that's not what life is about. Right.
Yeah,
life
I
is
agree.
about actually working, you know, trying to develop your household and then being able to have time to spend with your family and do things like that. Not work 3 jobs, making all $10 an hour. Like that's not the wave. So I just think black people are just tired. But also, man, we can't identify, I think, and I know what you know, I think a lot of other races don't have leaders, but they don't need them, right? Because a lot of other races know how to function within the societies that they built, right? The Chinese, look how efficient they are. They know how to come over here, start up nail shops, weave shops, and everything else, right? So they have an efficient network of money and how they can do things. The Jews run the world. We ain't got to talk about them.
But are they given the opportunity and how can I word this? It's like they're given special privileges to come over here and start business.
Right. Like and being a child of that, right? My father owned a couple of stores back in the day in Cleveland. Sold
tax breaks and shit like that.
Yeah, sold the stores to the first set of Arabs and Indians that were coming into the city back in the late 80s and shit. Sold both of the stores for a couple $100,000 a piece. Feel what I'm saying? Because they was getting them breaks and getting that money, and they was throwing that little cash around. And at the same time, it was a war on drugs in every urban community across the United States. So as they were getting that money, throwing it to the black store owners, gas station owners, car wash owners, and everything else, a lot of these owners was on drugs at the time, including my dad. So they were smoking up half their profits. You feel what I'm saying? Think about it. You giving a drug addict 300,000, 400,000 cash money. You dig what I'm saying? He gonna take advantage of that every time.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
agree.
so that's what happened when that influx came in. But my point was saying that was they know how to move sufficiently. You know what I'm saying? They come over there. They already have their network set up. All of them, Indians, Arabs, Chinese, every community, Russians, whatever. All them, they all have their own Iranians, whatever. Right? We can go on and on and on. Jamaicans, whatever. They all have their own networks. The only one who do not have their own networks is us. What T.I. is talking about. So I think that we need a leader because we need somebody to galvanize the people again and address these core issues. And know that we can't look to the White House or any government legislation to get us out of the hole that we've dug ourselves into for the last 30, 40 years by only focusing on entertainment. Let me tell you another cool but disturbing fact. TikTok, the most popular app right now, right, in the United States, created by China. Right now, China and Russia have teamed up. Obviously, you know, the United States is backing Ukraine in this whole situation that's hit the border, right? So now there might be a flash war between Russia and Ukraine, and the United States going to jump in. China is on Russia's side, but China has this app TikTok, right? TikTok over here promotes, and I'm not going to only say some of the dumbest, most uninspiring stuff, some of the stupidest trends. They also give you some great content. I know some great because they have uncensored content. But mainly, if you ask the general person who doesn't follow TikTok but just hears about it, he would think in the United States that it promotes nothing but stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Just a general person who does not follow TikTok. But over in China, they reward children for coming up with creative and innovative ideas and give them special rewards and bonuses and all that type of stuff for being smart and creative, when we promote and make people go viral for the dumbest stuff. But also, Trav, I want to say one thing, right? Because, you know, we military mind game people, we Geminis. If I wanted to take over a country, wouldn't I destabilize it by pumping ignorance and all type of dumb stuff, making dumb stuff go viral, challenges, all that type of stuff to disabilize just the culture?
Yeah,
because
you can.
you get paid. I'm paying you for
a weapon.
too.
But see, it's a form of a weapon, though.
Exactly. That's owned by China.
That's owned by China, and it's
but
made to distract our youth, man, into doing like dumb shit, man.
But you see now the double back. Now watch your boy double back. You know how I do, Trav. Let me put it between the legs. Now, the people wanted to get Trump out of office at one point in time.
Right.
They hated Trump. What is one thing? I can name two things that Trump did that I think were genius. One, he was about to ban TikTok from the United States.
He was
about to take TikTok out of the United States because he knew what was going on. He knew what it was being used for. He was about to get TikTok up out of there. Right. The second thing is, nigga, he's ace boon coon with Putin. Putin is one of the richest men in the world, and he's also one of the most vicious men in the world. When you look at the Russian and Chinese military, I remember putting up a post one time, and the post had Chinese niggas like hitting their balls with stones, like the soldiers. They were like hitting their balls with stones, busting bricks, all type of shit. And then they showed our military, which are trying to, you know, obviously fight for gay rights and stuff like that within the military, also have some of the worst shooting records of any. This current military has some of the worst shooting records of any military of any current era, right? So right now, man, we are at our weakest point as a country. So I think we need reparations to round this back out. We need some type of reparation so we can take that money and try to buy commodity to try to help ourselves. Because a lot of us, man, by design, right? Because the system for every 10 people that come up, it's 1,000 that don't. So when it's set up like that, it's like the system wins, right? Because
do you
it's
think?
like,
I mean, is that really by design though, or is that just by people being lazy and not being focused on what the fuck they need to do to get to where they need to be?
I think life is about trying. I
Because
think
why
life
can't
is
1,000 people come up if 1,000 people are trying to come up?
I think life is about trial and error, and when you're in a capitalistic society, it's not meant for everybody to come up at one time, because it's meant for competition. Like for instance, like what I do, right? I'm the top dog at what I do for what I do for a living, right?
Right.
And we work in a capitalistic environment where it's a shark world, right? So therefore, I'm the top dog.
So, but what are you competing for? As
I'm
far
competing.
as
I'm competing
your
for
coworkers, or do y'all all work together?
No, it's a together environment, but it's an individual environment as well. You know what I mean? So it's set up for people to with the most ambition to get to the top. It's just like life, right? So I understand what you're saying, like, but I don't agree with everybody's lazy that can't make it to the top. I don't agree with that notion.
I mean, it definitely has something to do with ambition, bro, and wanting something. Like if you don't want to get to a certain point in life, you're not, because you're not going to try. You have to try to do things to even know if you're going to make it there. Do you not agree with that? If we don't try to do it, nigga, how we gonna know if we can do it?
Right. No, I understand. I understand that. But at the same time, I think even people who try to do certain things have certain limitations just by design of what the whole system is, because the system is not set up for an independent thinker. It's still set up at the top for you to still come into a web, because you have to still, even if you're an independent business, you still have to operate within government and business guidelines. And if you try to do something that's not within the guidelines, they'll fine you, they'll shut your business down, etc. Right? Or when you're working for a corporate company, or you're moving up in a web, like even if you are, say, like the police sergeant and you're over a whole district, you're still one of thousands of district sergeants. You dig what I'm saying? So you're still like in a web. So only certain people at the top. It's like a compartmentalized web. So it's like it's not meant for, as much as we think we're free, we really are not free at the end of the day, because like I said, you have so many restrictions on things. It's hard to operate in a free thinking space. So, I just think with T.I., man, in closing, I just think what T.I. is saying is, man, a lot of us need to do our history. And if you looked at the bottom of that post, you will see that it said we are Moors. And I think a lot of that knowledge obviously has been hidden.
We are Moors. Yes,
yeah. And a lot of that knowledge has been hidden from us. And I just think all of us need to go do our research, man. So shout out to the brother for posting that. And also shout out to T.I., man, for dropping some knowledge. But moving forward, now this particular situation, now I know it's Valentine's weekend, right? You know what I'm saying? But I mean, come on. We got Love Island. Where's pull up Love Island? We have Young Miami. She's just looking so voluptuous on Love Island.
My bad, dog.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, she look, you for whatever you just said, voluptuous. I ain't never heard about that word, but Young Miami is looking good, and I will bite the bottom of them butt cheeks. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but you know what though?
For real.
You know what? Shout out to Diddy, because she's on Love Island. They show other pics of her coming in with Diddy. Diddy flew her and her girls out. Obviously, her and JT together. It was a rumor that they wasn't messing with each other for a minute, but obviously that got deaded because she said, "Girl, come to Love Island. Diddy paying for everything."
I mean, why not?
Exactly. That's a way to dead a beef, right? But with this situation, man, it just goes to show you in the sense, that especially in certain places. I'm not saying in all places in life, but especially like in hip hop, or just when it comes to how women move. Like she's a boss on her own, right? Like if she got with us, she would turn us up. Like, you know what I'm saying? If Young Miami got with me or Trav, she turning us up. You know, she buying us all the, you know, I guess she would want us to have a bag because that's what these young niggas do. They got bags. So she'll probably buy us a little bag and all, you know, all that shit, get us all styled up, all that type of shit, right? But
what you mean bag? Okay, with a man bag?
yeah, we can get us in a man bag and all that type of shit.
I'm straight on that. I don't give a damn. I don't care how much money a woman has, bro. She cannot get me to do something that I do not want to do.
But you know, I kind of find it like on some sugar. I ain't even gonna say sugar daddy because Diddy like damn near a billionaire, so it really ain't no sugar daddy shit. But I just find it crazy, like, you know, I don't know, like, and not to hate, but it's like, yo, like, why would you want something after you done been smutted out by like somebody like Diddy? Like, I wouldn't want you after that, being a regular nigga. Like, you couldn't come back to my side no more. Once you deal with somebody like Diddy, like once I know Diddy done got with you, and I know the history on this man. This man got over 30 years in the hip hop game. You gotta imagine, man, Diddy didn't put his shit up in everything in the city. And that's no cap. Like I pretty much think Diddy didn't hit everything he didn't want to hit. 95% of anything then walk through that industry, I think Diddy didn't hit it. Period, man. If he wanted to.
If he wanted to, yeah, definitely.
Period.
Yeah.
And we're talking back from the 90s.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like Diddy, like, so when he getting into you, and you know this nigga ain't wearing no condoms and all that type of shit. That nigga shit probably just don't even get up when you gotta imagine. You gotta imagine. Like hearing about some of the stories,
they got
God bless the dead.
They got something special to kill all that, man.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly. But hearing all the stories that, like, when you Hefner passed away, and all the little stories that were coming out about you, and you know, he talking about he didn't hit over like 30,000 women raw. Like, you know, Diddy ain't goddamn. You know what I'm saying? So he putting he putting the souls of fucking, I don't know, goddamn total in you. You know what I'm saying? From back in the day. But yeah, I mean, you know, this nigga got his own little island, man. His own little private, you know.
I think that's dope. I think that's dope, man.
I mean, I think it's dope, but it's like, yo, it's player for Diddy, because that just shows like, yo, I'm 50 years old and I still can go out here and get one of the hottest young chicks in the game. And she kicking it with me. And you already know they got an open relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's going around in the industry, from Steph Curry and his girl to, what's her name? Julia Fox and
people are just getting more
Kim
open
Kardashian
talking about it. You know?
Yeah, but Kim Kardashian, Kanye and the Fox chick, she came out in the interview and was like, yeah, me and Kanye, we together, but we just, we in an open joint, whatever. So I think they got the same type of situation, because she's been dealing with Diddy for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, with Southside, like you said, there's a lot of other pretty women. I'm pretty sure Southside can get, pretty much it's millions of pretty women. So it's like, you can get your fair share. That's not the issue. You got a bag, but it still gotta hurt that Diddy is smashing your motherfucking baby mama, bro. And you know what's going on. No, it hurt because
why does he have to be hurt,
Southside? Because dog.
I mean, I don't understand that logic. You always talking about niggas be hurt, man.
Yeah, niggas be hurt, bro. Like let me.
We were just talking about
you just a cold-blooded ass.
Men are not being
just
that emotional when it
nigga.
comes to women that they used to have. That's
but I think it's different. I think it's a little different when you have a seed by a woman.
No, it's not.
Like when you have a seed by a woman, y'all together, y'all was taking these pics, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, Diddy flying you know what I'm saying? Like nobody hears the breakup. Like nobody heard their breakup between Southside and Young Miami. It was just, okay, you didn't see them together for a second. All of a sudden, she popping out with Diddy, and it just looked like from the top, Diddy was slutting her out. So at the end of the day, as Southside, right, he know all the behind the scenes shit. He's a high level producer. He knows about the Diddy parties and what's really going on. No, you don't want your baby. I wouldn't care if she was dealing with just somebody I know is a good dude, whatever the case may be. I wouldn't care about that, right? Like for instance,
what is it?
No, let me give you an example. Can I give you an example? Future and Russell Wilson and that Sierra. Future, right? Even though he's a cold-blooded, right? Already know chicken wings and fries. We don't go on dates. I understand that, right? But at the same time, he know Russell Wilson, church-going man, God-fearing man, good dude. like, you know, like look at the transition. Like he probably like, okay, Sierra in good hands. I was dog walking her. She's in good hands. I feel good about that. Like I feel good. She's with Russell. You know, they started a family. He probably feel good about that. He don't mind baby Future being with them. That's a whole situation. But imagine Southside feelings about Diddy. Diddy is bopping, bruh. Like, come on, man. You don't think the stories then got out to him about how he was doing Casey or Cassidy or the chick he was with?
I think
like
really
he don't know. Listen, dog.
Diddy having fun.
He don't want
his
exactly.
baby mama having fun. Ain't nothing he could do about it.
Man, listen, there's nothing he can do about it. But at the same time, bro, stop acting like nobody don't care.
That nigga
like
don't care
they're
about that
operating.
Shit, man.
I know he's a demon, right? I know he promotes he's a demon.
Bro.
Maybe he doesn't care, right? But at the same time, you know what I mean? It's dog. Like it's Diddy hitting your baby's mom, like your child's mother. Like this is Diddy. Like he's a dirty dude, like that type of guy. Like you know what I mean? Like so. I don't know. Like I said, anybody else, like I said, I just gave you an example, dog. I tried to make you see the light.
Nigga. I look up, baby.
No, hold up,
get
though.
that money out. That nigga shouted. You already know what it is.
I mean,
man.
yeah, if they didn't have them type of talks, okay. If they didn't have them type of talks, so be it. I'm all with that. But if they haven't had them type of talks, dog, and it was just you going to date Diddy, I know you. He's the gatekeeper, dog. He's one of the top level gatekeepers.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Are these feelings that you deal with? Because obviously we're talking about how you feel about your baby mom. Now, y'all together, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but the way you're talking is like nobody in this in the industry that you work in should be messing with your baby mama.
No, I didn't say that. Actually, but I didn't say that though. It's like
I'm asking, is that what you're saying?
No, what I said was I just gave you an example. I just said Future can sleep easy at night because Sierra is with somebody like Russell Wilson, who's a good man. Nope, you know Russell Wilson's a good man.
So you're saying Russell Wilson like not mudding chicks out like this?
No,
never has.
He's not. I mean, come on, man. Like, I mean, man. Bro, like, come on. Now you exaggerate now, bro.
Once you get a certain amount of money, bro, you have access.
Russell Wilson was a virgin
up
to he got married, bro. He didn't lose his virginity until he got married to Sierra. So that's what I'm saying, bro.
What do you mean? He had a wife before Sierra. That's not his first wife.
Okay, well, when he got married,
so how was he?
That's when he lost his virginity. Okay, but you can't compare Russell Wilson.
What's wrong with that?
Did he do it?
What's wrong with being a virgin until you get married,
bruh? I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that either.
That's on Russell Wilson. You feel me?
But what I'm saying is, I would sleep easy at night.
I feel what you're saying. You're saying Russell Wilson is a cleaner man than Diddy.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what you're saying.
Yeah, he's a good man. Like, bro, like Russell Wilson. You don't hear nothing bad about Russell Wilson, bro. Like he's a good dude. So my whole thing is that if the roles were reversed, right, with Future and Russell, and Sierra went back to Future, Russell couldn't sleep at night. Future could sleep at night because she would, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different type of mentality because you know, like, okay, my family good, she with a good man, I'm not with her, it's straight. Like nobody wants, like, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Let's keep it a bean. Even if you don't fuck with your baby mama like that, if you knew your baby mama was in an abusive relationship or in a situation where your kid might be in danger, especially if he's younger child, whatever the case may be, and you know they're in a volatile situation, you feel what I'm saying?
You get the child out of that situation.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't. Yeah, you can't. But at the same time, that's still a situation where you gotta address that situation.
You get the child out of the situation, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you can get the child.
She's moved on. She's gone, my nigga. She don't fuck with you no more. So right now, what you're doing is you chasing after somebody that don't fuck with you no more. She's gone, bro. Get the child out of the situation. Let her handle whatever she needs to handle. If she needs a little help from you to get a nigga up out of there or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to do what you got to do as far as that goes. You know, you don't want to see nobody kill your baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
that.
But at the same time, if you got a good relationship,
I'm not gonna say come and move in with me. No.
I mean, it just depends, bro. Like I said, most niggas, bro, and like I said,
and then what? She gonna be bringing the nigga. Look, the nigga that was going upside her head. He gonna be coming over to your crib when you go.
No, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. It's like it depends. Like if my child's mother got with a guy, and this guy was violating her in a certain type of way, I'm gonna have to, if it's not getting handled, the police can't stop it or no shit like that. You know, I like if it's something like on site, like on some real, like I gotta make a rash decision, I'm gonna defend my child's mother if I'm with her or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's the tribal instinct in me. I'm not gonna look at her like this is something I don't know or whatever. It's just like I said, it just really depends on the relationship. And I think that's where the family come in.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's where the family come in at. Like you gotta hold.
Let me ask you something. Is that your family though, or is that just your child? Are you a family or is that just your child? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, once other people and other children get involved, nigga, we're not a family. I just have a child by you.
Right. Now, if it's on some baby boy, she done went and had another baby by another nigga, and this is the nigga she done had a baby by, you right. Now it's totally like you said, not on no, we're not family, because now you done went and started another family with this guy. But at the same time, if you were to run over to my house like this nigga's trying to kill me or something, like, I'm gonna protect you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just the thing about it. I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna make sure you good, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? So I think with, you know, rounding back what we saying, like with Southside and Diddy, like you said, Southside's at a point where he know just for industry standards, he can't come at Diddy. Like, you know, just from the high level. Because even in the industry, nigga, that's your boss indirectly. You feel what I'm saying? He's like one of your bosses, like indirectly. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like indirectly, right?
I agree.
And I think that, you know, he just can't say nothing, bro. But I just wouldn't feel good. I wouldn't feel good that you with the #1 male slut in the industry. Because if I'm Southside, I know all of Diddy's secrets. I'd have heard it all. I'm in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. Like, so that's what would hurt me. And that's why I'm trying to get you to see, like, it's just like one of those things. Like, I just had a baby with you. My child is not even 3-4 years old with you. You know, I got a young one with you. I just don't want you. I don't know, bro. That's just me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe
that's what it is. Just say that.
Yeah. But I want to hear somebody else. If anybody else out there want to say something about that, I definitely want y'all to get in the comment box, man. I want y'all to comment on that. How would y'all feel if Diddy was hitting your baby mama?
Now you
I just want to know how y'all would feel.
Now you know niggas finna hop in the box with some pimp shit.
Get that money, facts. I mean, they can do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, I want to hear. I want to hear where niggas is at with it in 2022. You know,
like, I don't think most men really be that emotional when it comes to somebody that they're not dealing with anymore. Now, if they still got something going on with a little bit with their baby mama, probably so. And I'm not saying that men don't love their child's mother. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's something there. But
emotion is.
Even if it was just it. Listen, even if it was just like some kind of one night action, you gonna gain some type of love.
I think that's different. And you know what?
Listen to what I'm saying. Because once they have a child with you, then y'all kind of like, it's a little bond y'all created. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a lot of men actually in their feelings because they baby mom is dating somebody else. It's not.
It just depends. Like I said, bro.
You're saying it depends on who it is.
It depends on who it is, and it also depends on the level of it. Now, if it was a one night stand,
hold on, the level of money they have?
No, the level of your relationship with your baby's mother. Now, if you were a nigga who, because it's I feel like it's levels, right? And we can start from the bottom. It's the one night stand. You done got her pregnant. She want to keep the baby mama, right? Then you got number 2.
You're really not gonna care about them.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. That's the ones that you don't even know. You like, why did I do this? Whatever, right? You done messed all the way up. So that you got those, right? Then you have the one you probably only been with for like a year. You thought you loved her, you thought you knew her. She got pregnant, but y'all really ain't got too much history together. You got those. Then you got the baby mamas where, nigga, y'all could have been together a short amount of time, and then y'all got into a violent breakup. And now y'all on the outs, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all got into it on such a major scale, y'all on the outs. And then you got niggas who done been with their baby mamas 7-10 years, been married 14 years, stuff like that. That's a lot of history in the game. So that's why I'm saying there's different levels to it. You can't expect a dude that had a one night stand to feel the same way about his baby mama as somebody that got 7, 8, 9 years with their baby mama.
I know that. I ain't saying that, but
so that's what I'm saying. So we got to classify these. What we talking about here?
What I'm saying is, in terms of baby mama, man.
But I'm saying
a lot of men aren't emotional. A lot of men are not getting that emotional because they baby mamas is moving on, because they moving on too.
Right, but what I'm saying is, what levels though? You still not classifying the levels.
Man, if we've been married for 20 years and we decide to get a divorce, we have came to the decision that it's time for us to part ways.
I don't think
Let me go out here and slang my dick everywhere I want to slang it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do what you do.
So you think it's bad? So you think it would be bad for that same nigga who been with his wife for 20 years? They get a divorce, whatever the case may be, and then she get with a nigga that he don't know directly, right? Like he don't know directly, but say they go to the same bar. Like they had a bar they all hung out at, him and his wife. They would go to time. He ends up at that bar. It was always this one nigga at the bar, and he always peeped this nigga, and he always had all the chicks. And
he ended up with your girl though.
And he ended up with your girl. But you know the backstory on this nigga. Like you know the backstory, even though you ain't with her no more. You got this many years in with her. You can't tell that nigga how to react unless you in that situation.
No, no. Okay, so are you saying that if you know the backstory on him, are you
just like Southside would know the backstory on Diddy?
Listen, and it's negative. You're going to try to talk her out of dealing with this dude.
And I'm comparing this with Diddy.
Like I'm asking, like Southside said. But do you think Southside should try to talk her out of like, man, why the fuck you fucking with Diddy, yo?
I think I know. You know what? In a sense, knowing what I know, Southside probably know. Knowing what I know, Southside probably know. I would honestly say yes, man. I know he had some talks with her, bro.
Because
I think he couldn't. I think, man, but the money Diddy, is so. You know. Look, it's just like an average nigga, right? It's just like if you were average Joe, you ain't got no bread, and your girl get with the nigga who got a couple dollars. Like Southside is a millionaire, but Diddy is a billionaire. Like Diddy can spend Southside's net worth on her in one day.
He can.
You dig what I'm saying? And it's not going to hurt that man. It's just different type of levels to that shit. So now she exposed to the billionaire or the 100 millionaire level, billionaire level. You know, she going to brunch, the Jay-Z brunch, dinners and shit like that, brunches and all like that. That's what she's on now. Her status is about to elevate dealing with Diddy. You dig what I'm saying? And I think as a man, dog, men operate from ego. No man wants to feel shitted on. I don't give a fuck what you say. Don't no man want to feel shitted on. Don't no man want to feel like G-Dep said in Every Day. You know what I'm saying? When he said, nigga, my baby mama with another nigga with cash. She ride by, roll down the window and laugh. Like, all that. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want that. I'm sorry. Like, nobody wants to feel that way.
That's crazy,
and unless you've been put into that situation, like everybody knows that when you leave your baby mama, that she's going to deal with another guy. Like everybody, you have to understand that's inevitable. But when you see that in your face every day, like imagine how Southside's seeing it.
We've been on this for a long time, bro.
Imagine how he's seeing it. It's all.
Me personally, I don't think Southside really care about it like that, bro. That's me though. He could.
Right, well, let's move forward. Go ahead.
But I'm just saying, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, we talk about this shit a lot though, for real. We have different views on feelings for certain situations, but I understand what you're saying, dog.
So with this next thing, right? Now this is, I mean, disturbing. This Isaiah Rashad situation.
Man, this nigga Zay, man, and let me down, man. That's all I got to say, man. Obviously we done had some leaks or some sex tapes from Isaiah Rashad, and it ain't what I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was gonna see him going in on some pretty brown, female butt cheeks or something like that. But that ain't the case, man. Isaiah Rashad have been outed as being gay. Sex tapes been released, and I just seen like all hell done broke loose on Twitter. You got people supporting him, You got people saying they're not listening to his music no more. And multiple videos have been dropped. Yeah, man, I don't understand this situation, dog. It is what it is, dog. Man should have just been honest with us anyway and said he was gay from the top instead of making music where he is involving women. You feel what I'm saying? He shouldn't be playing the heterosexual role where he's not the heterosexual role. Do you agree, Dani?
I mean, I think overall I mean, definitely he shouldn't be doing that. And I think, man, in 2022, we have to be to a point now where rappers just need to just be totally honest with themselves when they come out. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's no need to hide that you're a straight guy when the homosexual community still has so much, they have so much power. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like within the industry, within everyday life, they have so much power, so much influence. Like, you know, why want to be macho and have, you know, all this, you know, oh, I got a girlfriend and all this stuff when really you doing shit like that. Like, obviously the video is so graphic, you can't show anything. Like, it's not even like you know, like I said, it's levels to this shit, right? And I feel like homie is on a level to where like you're getting gang banged and shit like that. Like you're like a little whore.
Yeah, it's something
like no, seriously, man. Like, dude is getting tossed around. Now, this is scary for the industry, and this is why all these motherfuckers is coming out supporting him. Yeah, you better support this guy. You notice ain't nobody saying nothing negative. You know why? Because a lot of people are, you know, they gonna keep quiet about this, man, because they don't want this to get out that, oh yeah, I ain't supporting them, and then something come out on you. You got to think, we don't know who put this out. Nobody's putting a name to this. Maybe he didn't want to go through with something. You got to understand, like, we've been hearing whispers about this type of shit for a long time, and it's like the elephant in the room. It's like having dirt on somebody. Like, how old is this tape? Nobody's clarified anything. They just released it. So do we think that he might have done something? Did he piss somebody off? Like, I really would want to know that.
Humiliation ritual, dog. That's what I think. All of a sudden, because, you know, Zay kind of been on the back. They done kind of had him on the shelf at TDE, man, until like last year. He finally dropped, which was, from what I know, was his debut album on Top Dog, even though he got a couple of more projects before this last project he just came out with. But this was the one. This was the debut. Same year, Kendrick announces that he's leaving Top Dog Entertainment. So I don't know if Isaiah was supposed to be carrying is supposed to be the torch carrier if he's pushing the label forward, because they do have artists like SZA and Schoolboy Q, and they just doing their thing, especially Q. You know, he ain't really bothered. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think it has something to do with some kind of humiliation ritual, man. I think we finna see Isaiah Rashad skyrocket to the top, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something though.
And I like Zay music, man.
I think this is kind of past a humiliation ritual, because I can't think of nothing more humiliating. like you did what I'm saying. Like, no, now hear me out. I can't think of nothing more humiliating. Now there's different levels to just gay shit, bro. Okay, now they just would have caught him kissing a guy. Okay, we wouldn't have been talking about it for real, right? The reason why we're talking about it, because let's just keep it frank, man. We've seen a lot of gay shit. The reason why we're talking about this stuff is because of the level of what he did. Like, this dude, man, was like, he went, like, he was getting like slaughtered around.
I mean, I think they got him sucking dick and shit, man.
Man, but that's even
like
worse.
That,
listen,
you know?
dog. That's
and then
even...
what I'm look from a lot of the tweets I was reading, bro. Like, they kind of going in, like, and then you got people surprised, like, damn, Zay, you know, and then you got people saying, y'all leave the man alone. It is what it is. You know, he gay. We support him fully. Yeah, whatever. I might have done that shit. You know, it was upsetting to me, man. I like Zay, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, am I gonna continue to listen to his music? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
I think you can't listen.
And I'm just saying that right now, live on air. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I might hop in the car and listen to some Isaiah Rashad right now. but not because of this right here, because I just like the nigga music, man. I fuck with Zay. He from Chattanooga, Tennessee. You know, he one of us from the South, man. But this right here, man, like, come on, bro. Damn. Like all of y'all niggas is turning.
And then
man,
what
I don't want to see.
I
I don't want
like
to see
about
nobody.
it.
I don't want to see
then-
Kendrick or J. Cole go this route, man. Please, man, please. Nobody else.
Listen,
Nobody else come out as gay. Please.
It's not even that he came out though; it was brought out. Like he didn't come out;
He was
thrown
outed,
out.
but see, he was
Yeah, it was
outed.
outed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So say that.
That's
Please.
but see that's
so
that's
tell the
part
person
of
who dropped the
allegedly
video.
Allegedly, Dani.
Yeah,
because
but tell
that's
the
part of the
person-
rumor. So
Tell
he
the
could have been
person
the
who
one.
dropped the video to not out none of your favorite artists anymore.
Did you hear what I said? He could have been the one. He just needed to wait. I mean, what? Why not? Why instead of just coming out saying, "Yeah, I'm this," why not go viral?
But I think
Get a moment.
But I think it hurts though because my man got a family though. You know, my man got a family, and I think when you parading around like you got a family, and you really are like this is how you are.
He got a family.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's kind of disheartening, man, because this shit gonna stain forever. Like you got to think about it. Your child gonna grow up. We in a technology world. Your child gonna grow up, and they're gonna go. Kids are gonna show you online. Sucking somebody off.
And it's on Twitter, man. So they uncensored. Yeah, they showing everything, bro.
So it's just like it's just like at the end of the day, I just think that he put himself in a bad situation. And if that's how you are, like if you're naturally like that, then more power to you, brother. But if you were turned out, like if somebody turned you out and made you this way for the industry, then you need to come out. You need to come out. Tell your truth. Tell the world. Let's out this system. Let's out this cabal system that's holding all you brothers hostage. No, for real. Let's out this cabal system and let's get all you brothers just to come out. And look, once all you get, if all you just come out right now, because I bet you right now, Trav, that there's some entertainers sitting back behind there because nobody knows who released it. And if it was somebody else, they're probably sitting back biting their nails. Like, I hope it ain't me next. I ain't do my ritual. I ain't did, my little, what I was supposed to do. I hope they don't drop that video on me next. Like, you did what I'm saying? Like, so it's, I just feel like, man, if you got a video out there, and I'll end it with this. Whoever has a video out there, if it's more than 30 of you, you all need to get together. And you all need to just come out and drop your own video and tell them that you were made to do this, man, and come out publicly and have the world stand behind you. They can't kill you in the open. You feel what I'm saying? But some gotta shake, man, because I'm tired of every, other week, we're hearing an entertainer being associated with some homosexual activity or they're getting outed on some homosexual stuff. Like it's taboo. Like these motherfuckers ain't out here. Like they don't have whole parades and shit. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
I agree.
I'm tired of the tabooness. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired of it because that's what it is. That's why they have to hide in shadows and stuff because they're still, it's like mainstream is predominantly ran by them in the media, right? And you're scared to come out and be, like who are you hiding from? The homie next door? You don't fuck with him no more. You a millionaire. You're around all these people who are like that. So, that's my take on it, man. But as we move forward, we're going to get off of Mr. Rashad and we're going to move to my nigga Snoop Dogg. Yeah, man. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, man. And this is the sad thing, man, because I just dropped a video on our YouTube channel. Y'all know what it is. And I just was talking about him acquiring Death Row Records and how that was just a major milestone. And for him to be able to circle back around and buy his label that, gave him his start, I thought was the biggest thing. But now to be hit with this sexual assault lawsuit just days before the Super Bowl, I just feel like, man, Snoop is just dominating for the right and the wrong reasons right now. But what I feel about this sexual lawsuit, and a lot of people are standing behind Snoop, obviously, but we're going to stand behind him as well on this issue, is it just seems like this is just always, it's like the same things they throw out. and they always throw it from like years ago. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's
I know
almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, and I know Trav. I know you said you got some info on it. Who else was involved with it and stuff like that? But
yeah, man. For people that don't know, man, I got an article pulled up from USA Today, and it said that Snoop Dogg and his associate Bishop Don Magic Juan are being sued for sexual assault and battery for an incident that an unnamed accuser says occurred in 2013 in California. Lawyers for Jane Doe, because she's not letting her name be known, who worked as a dancer and performed during concerts for Snoop Dogg and Bishop Don Magic Juan, say she was coerced into performing a sexual act by Snoop Dogg and was sexually assaulted by the two, according to court documents filed Wednesday. So,
I mean, you know, when he was messing with Bishop Don Juan, that's when he was walking the chicks on leashes and shit. I mean, you know, like, I mean,
hey, man.
shout out to Bishop Don Juan, but yeah, I mean, you know, who knows, right? I mean, you was dealing with a pimp. So I mean, you could have smacked the shit out of a motherfucker. Like, who knows?
Hey, right? You know what? What's crazy? Both of these situations, man. She's saying that she obviously spent the night at Don Juan's house first. She woke up. He had his dick out, trying to put it in her mouth. You know what I'm saying? She's not saying, she's not saying if she actually performed the oral sex on him, but she's saying that she left and then she went to Snoop Dogg's studio where she felt sick and she went in the bathroom and Snoop Dogg tried to put it in her mouth while she was on the toilet.
Yeah. So, I mean, Snoop probably was like, baby, what's up? I know you can, man. Bishop says you got that good head. What the fuck going on?
She's dropping turds and giving head at the same time.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Damn, but, that's a fucked up smell.
I mean, man. You got to think Snoop was wilding back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was wilding. You know what I mean?
In 2013, though? That ain't been that long.
Snoop, I mean, it's about almost a decade ago. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I think, man, with Snoop, obviously, you know, he has his Super Bowl performance coming up. I do think Snoop is now going through a bit of a humiliation ritual because he made a lot of people mad by acquiring Death Row, because that is a priceless jewel. Because like I reported on it, you know, he said it has immense value. That's why he bought it. Yeah, because you got Tupac and your catalog. There's a lot of different catalogs, right, that are attached to it. And then also by him acquiring Death Row, he has a chance now because Snoop is well respected on the West Coast. A lot of people that wouldn't have dealt with Suge will deal with Snoop, right? So Snoop has a chance, man, not only to revive that catalog, but to sign a couple of the hottest new West Coast artists coming up. Now, like, who would you go to? Death Row or
I mean, TDE? You got TDE and Death Row. To be honest with you, man, Death Row would probably be the label that people want to go to.
Yeah, especially with Snoop behind it the right way.
And that's probably gonna be backed by Dre and Jimmy Iovine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Aftermath.
He'll be able to really reach out and really get with some people and really bring back Dr. Dre. Like I said, Dr. Dre wasn't gonna work with Suge, but he'll work with obviously Snoop. So Snoop, like, even though he's coming out with his album back on the row.
We came out today, man. I need to check that out. You check that album out yet?
No, I haven't really checked it out, but
I'm gonna tap into
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm gonna check it out, but I'm really not checking for Snoop in 2022 when it comes to rap. What I want Snoop to do, and even though he a legend, don't get me wrong. If Snoop came to concert, he has countless hits, right? But at the same time, Snoop, I'm like, yo, like I'm not checking for a Snoop album in 2022. So I don't want you to get back on the road and now you the featured artist. And you damn near pushing 50. I want you to go out and get the next Kendrick.
Yeah, I don't think that's his mission. No, I don't see anything with him dropping an album on. Matter of fact, I think this album right here is on Death Row. Yeah. I mean, not a bad way to come back to generate some income because people are going to want to listen. That's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. So I mean, that's true. I mean, that's cool as long as this is the album, whatever the case may be. Please make this your final album. I want you to go search and get new talent. That's all I want you to do. I want you to search and go get new talent. You know, I don't want you to be the feature artist and then you bringing back Dog Pound and You know, Dre's about to put out a new album on Death Row as a reunion. I mean, I want you to go get some fresh talent, you know, really put your stamp on the West Coast. I really think now his Def Jam position, he needs to leave. You know, there's no reason to stay on Def Jam now, currently.
Why? That's a job.
Yeah, but I think it's a conflict of interest too at this point, because
He
if I
probably
own
has a
Death Row,
contract signed with him.
yeah, but I'm resigning, dog. I bought Death Row. Like if I'm signing an artist, I'm not going to sign them to Def Jam. I'm signing them to Death Row. You know what I'm saying? But I just think now he's in a position to where he can really revive the West Coast. You know, because like I said, TDE, yeah, you know, but they not. I think Death Row really they're in a good position to really revive it on a special type of time. And, you know, I'm really hyped to see their Super Bowl performance. I think that's going to be dope. But this whole situation, I think, is going to blow over. I think this is just something just to put some negative press on his name because a black man just acquired, you know, Death Row. And like I said, he made a lot of people mad behind the scenes. You know, the company that sold it to him, you know, he had like a special nudge in there. You know how Snoop cool. Like, you got to think about it, man. Snoop didn't smoke weed everywhere. He didn't bump shoulders with everybody. And I think everybody, for the most part, has a genuine love for Snoop and want to see Snoop win. So I think when Snoop got Death Row, I think a lot of people got mad, and that's why that article came out. You know, just to throw a little smut on his name, because he was going into an all-time high. Come on, you acquiring Death Row, that's big, dog.
Yeah, it's big.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But oh, you acquired, but let's just throw this little smut out real quick. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Snoop, man. We gonna see how this shit go, man. But hopefully this thing will blow over. But this situation here, man, with DaBaby, I mean, you know, we gonna get into it. Obviously, we gonna break this down and dissect it. You know, we got the little video. We're gonna play the little video and stuff like that, you know. But you know, this situation right here, it can be looked at in so many different ways, man. And I hate that my man, who ran up on him, man, is getting some slack, man. But you know,
it is what it is, man. Let's see what's going on right here in that little joint, bro. If I can play it. Oh, that shit ain't even playing over there.
That nigga rocking 3G over there, y'all.
There's something, yeah. It's I got too many devices, man.
That's all right, man. It's all right. I'm pretty sure everybody.
Some lightning, it ain't even raining. I just hit some lightning. Just hit me though, bro. Electric charge or something. My whole shit just paused up. Yeah, it's all good.
But with DaBaby situation, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, homie is, you know, he getting a lot of flack, and I think both of them, man, can't get flack for how the situation, you know, transpired or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, homie said when he see DaBaby, it's on site. You know what I mean? So when I see you, you know, we need to shoot one. Obviously, baby, you know, he was out there in LA shooting his little video or whatever at the little bowling alley, and dude ran up, probably got the location. He ran up, and like the meme that's going around on IG and all that, you know, with the Menace to Society and stuff like that. When dude ran up on Kane, I mean, I think you ran up on Baby in a situation where you knew you was going to be outnumbered. You didn't come with anybody. So you kind of knew what the results was going to be. My man wasn't going to just shoot a fair one with you in front of everybody with all those cameras. And if he loses the fight, nigga, that's his career. Right? And I think at the end of the day, shout out to DaBaby. I think,
is it his career though?
If DaBaby would have lost that fight and shot a fair one with dude, I think that would have been his career. Yes.
Over.
Yes, I think he would have lost all his luster. Remember, DaBaby came in the game off a body. You know, he bodied a nigga at Walmart. You know, he came in the game off that. So I think getting beat up by that nigga, yeah, definitely would have been bad. And you got to think, when he stole on dude, I mean, I think subliminally he knew in his head that security or his folk was going to jump in. I think he knew that. You had to know that. You got people in place for that. So I think subliminally he knew that, but he stole off on dude right away, even though he only hit his drink, he hit him. But, you know, his people were in the right for jumping in, because you got to protect the product. Baby is $1 million product. That's the nigga that's cutting these niggas checks. These niggas are making good money and traveling the world with this man. You're gonna protect him with everything, and then you also like, even if like your man is fighting in real life and somebody run up on your man in real life like that, nigga, everybody hopping on you. Like that's just how it go. And nigga ain't about to shoot you no fair one. The fair ones only come when it's nigga on like homies.
Man, them
like if
shits
it's
don't
me,
even come. Them shits don't even come, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I feel
no,
what you're saying,
but you get what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's a fair one when it's like you and the homie. Like if it's you and the homie, it can be a fair one. But if it's like that, how that situation was, then it can never be a fair one. You feel what I'm saying? That can never be a fair one. Because homie is running into a situation where he know like his dudes is gonna protect their product.
That little first punch though, with the baby, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, the baby had the blunt. He was worried about his backwood the whole time in the video.
He ain't even hit bro though.
Yeah. That's why I said he hit his cup.
He hit his cup. A lot of people like he knocked dude out. No,
nah. Dude slipped on there. I think this is comedy. I think at the end of the day, what the baby needs to do is to get with dude behind the scenes and see if he can put that in the video. If they can just make it up, give him a bag, you know, so he don't sue you. Cause y'all nigga, he showed, you know, it clearly shows you on camera getting a couple in and shit like that. So you need to work something out with him behind the scenes.
Look, the one dude was slanging him though. You see that?
He was slanging him by his hair though, man. I mean,
by his hair. He do
them niggas on, them niggas is on a slippery ass bowling lane. Like, come on, I can't. Yeah, I can't really give you 100. I can't give you 100 on a situation like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you are getting into it with a dude that's actually like on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all on a bowling alley. But I gotta give homie though his props though, because he ran up on dude.
He said he told him he was gonna do that.
Yeah, he ran up on dude by himself. No knife. No, he wasn't on no bullshit. He really wanted to shoot a fair one. Now that might have been crazy, but he really didn't get. I mean, you know, you got jumped, but you didn't really get. They ain't really whoop you out for real. You had a couple scrapes on your face and all like that. But you know, at the end of the day, now you about to get a bag for it though. So your bravery, you can go get a lawsuit because it shows baby initiating the first swing. All you was doing was talking. You can be like, dog, I was just trying to holler at him and he swung on me. Next thing I know, his people rushed me. Now you can get the bag.
He had a gun, Dani.
You said what?
He had a gun.
Who had a gun?
Dani Leigh brother had a gun.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, I ain't know he had no gun. It ain't been publicized. He got no gun.
Check this out. I don't know that either, but guess what? Moving forward in court, that's what we saying because it ain't on camera no more. He had a gun, so we had to do what we had to do.
Right. But, you know? but at the end of the day, I think with the baby's rap sheet, right, a good lawyer is gonna eat him up. They got him on camera swinging. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Like he's swinging, he's initiating. You know what I mean? Like a good lawyer gonna eat that up. So the best thing, so dude with his bravery has earned himself a bag. You know, like he earned himself a bag. He's gonna get something to go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so at the end of the day, I don't think he hurting for money like on some super broke stuff, but you know, he obviously got the baby money, but I think it puts a wedge between him and the baby mama, obviously, because it's like, what you gonna do if you the brother and you go over, you know what I'm saying, 5 years from now or whatever, the baby career then faded away a little bit. You know what I mean? And he over there with your sister. You gonna rock him? You gonna try to steal on him? Like this is an uncomfortable situation. I think anytime you get into it with the sister's brother, it's an uncomfortable feeling.
It is what it is. I wouldn't say it's uncomfortable. It's just something that
I mean, if a nigga whooped on me like that and I see this nigga again, it's on sight. Like if you whoop on me like that, unless you straighten me out like with some bread. Like if I done got some bread from you, then we good. Like if I got some money, I'm all good with that. You feel me? So if he don't get no money and I see baby some years later, dog, we got to shoot that again. It don't matter when it is. You embarrass me obviously on cameras. That's why I know I'm about to get some bread. So for the embarrassment, my pain and suffering, because now I can't get a job. Everybody knows me as a dude who got slung in the bowling alley by the baby. Dog, I need a couple M's.
That's crazy too.
Set me up. You know what I mean? But y'all know what it is, man. I'm glad y'all got to tune in with us, man, on this Friday night special, man, of the podcast, man. You know, just had to go over some stuff that was going on in the industry, touch on some topic points and stuff, man. And y'all tune in, man. We're gonna do this every Friday, man, and go live with y'all, man.
Hey, look, that's Dani Leigh brother. That's Dani Leigh brother right there preparing, man. He was getting ready for the baby.
Yeah, he was getting ready. My man was getting ready. My man was getting ready all the way.
That's
all
crazy.
the way. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all tap in with us, man, every time, man. DeadBolt, gone.